Hello, everyone. I am Teresa Stone of Lightworker Navigation, and today it is my joy and my honor to bring forward the June guided message. So, June is all about expansion and opening up into what it is that our heart is really wanting to bring forward. So, this month, as we move further into the month of June, Jupiter will be moving signs. And when Jupiter moves signs, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion, this helps to bring forward more of that expansive energy, which is why we're going to be seeing more of an expansion this month. So, as we have been working through all of the last few months, of connecting into what it is that our heart is wanting to bring forward, those intentions, where we are wanting to show up for ourselves, and what goals we're wanting to work toward, we are really being gifted the guidance now and the opportunity to start planting those intuitions into an expanded point of view, which is amazing. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, I'm really starting to feel that this month. I've actually been making some headway on many of the things that I have been wanting to work on and have been doing my very best to work on over the last couple years. And so things are finally starting to make sense. That clarity piece is starting to come forward, and the courage to actually step in to taking those steps to bring forward those goals and those desires, those heart's desires, are actually taking shape, which is fantastic. So I do hope that it is happening like that for you guys as well. So I have a couple of new decks that I'm just really excited to try out for this reading this month. The first one is the Animal Spirit deck, and I have been looking for an amazing Animal Spirit deck for years now, one that really just resonates with me and speaks with me, and the animals are highlighted in such a beautiful way. And I do have some animal decks, and I've done a couple of the monthly readings with them, and it's not that they're not great decks, and I love them all. It's just, for me, I was just looking for something a little bit deeper, and I love this new deck, and I'll share the deck later in the comments below, so you'll have that for yourself. And the other deck is about clarifying life situations, and this is a massive deck. And what I absolutely loved about this deck when I seen it was it has dual messages on it. So that's really exciting. And I thought that it would be great to give this deck a try. It's different than any of the other decks that I've ever used for bringing forward guided messages. So I am excited to try both of these decks, and let's see what happens. So that one, that card's just itching to come out already. So let's see what this card has to say. This is about the soul whispers. So look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. So that's really beautiful as we are in this expanded energy. And the other flip side of this card is learning secrets. So stay open-minded and receptive as you uncover hidden truths and embrace the lessons they offer. Now, both of these messages really do align with where we're moving into with that expansion energy. So listening to what our soul is whispering to us and hearing what soul aligned wisdom and guidance is wanting to come forward so that we can actually take those next steps, and learning secrets. So this is really about listening to that intuition, and even listening to the way the dynamics are showing up in our relationships. So with our loved ones and maybe with our coworkers, just listening to the information that is coming through, as there may be some secrets or some information that is learned that you didn't have before. So that's really interesting as we start to build on that expansion piece. So let's see what else this deck has to say for us. Oh, and again, this deck is just chomping at the bit, it seems like, to share with us some beautiful messages. So okay, so again, we've got the dual messages here. And so we've got worth the effort. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, knowing your dedication will lead to rewarding discoveries. Now, that is a beautiful message because as we are expanding out, not everything is going to feel so easy. And as we are building on our heart's desires, continue with that effort, continue to put in the work, to show up for yourself, take those baby steps, and eventually you will have reached those goals. And the other message on this card is a slow climb. So you are getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. So as you continue to take those steps, just know that even the smallest little step is a step in bringing forward those beautiful goals, those beautiful heart's desires. So I really love how the cards are working so far, as they are really in alignment with this expansion energy. So that is too many cards, guys, and you know how this works. I know this deck is a little on the large side. Sometimes I think the decks, they just need to prime themselves, and so they get a little bit happy with and excited. So the cards just kind of start to fall all out in big clumps. So we've got wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along the way. So as we are moving into bringing forward our heart's desires and stepping into building our goals, we may feel that we might not have the information to do so. And so seeking guidance and counsel from very trusted, supportive friends or mentors or teachers is going to be very useful for us as we are building this out. And so really use that discernment piece, though, so that you're trusting your soul aligned wisdom to make sure that it's fully in alignment for where you're wanting to move forward into that expanded energy of your goals. And the other side of this is getting advice. Seek advice or seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from the wisdom offered by others. That is a really interesting message, because even though sometimes we seek guidance from others and we ask questions, sometimes we're not fully open to hearing what others have to say. So when we are looking to really be supported and find that support to take those steps, give yourself the opportunity and the invitation to open up that heart, to listen with your ears and really feel into what they're sharing and what wisdom they're bringing forward, so that as you are asking your questions, so what is my next action step? How can I build out my goal? What do I need? What tools and what do I need to do to actually fulfill that? When you're asking those questions, make sure that you are opening your heart and your ears so that you can really hear and absorb and digest what information is coming in, so you can use that discernment piece and make the best possible steps forward to take shape of those goals. Okay. So the other guidance that came through with this wise counsel was wishes granted and highest good. So with highest good, it's saying embrace the journey with openness, trusting in the universe to lead you toward your greatest fulfillment. And so that is something that can be a challenge for people. I know for myself, there was a beautiful period of time where I had to learn to develop a deeper trust with myself, listening to that intuition piece, listening to the discernment, listening to my soul as it was whispering to me about what steps to take, where to go, where not to go. And so there's this beautiful dynamic in the relationship that is deepened as you continue to step into working with yourself as a level of trust. And as the co-creators that we are, as we work with the universe in bringing forward our heart's desires, there is a natural ebb and flow that as we keep an expanded, open heart about this or something better, the universe can step in and really work its magic and start to really lay the groundwork and the foundation for how it is that your goals, your heart's desire can really take shape, and you can be further of service in whatever capacity it is that you're looking to bring forward. And the other flip side of this card is wishes granted. The outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it's what you need. Now, there's always that adage about, be careful what you wish for. So that is kind of coming through here as well. So just make sure that what you are really wanting to bring forward is in alignment with your heart's desire. And understand that sometimes when things happen, it's not because you did anything wrong. It's not because the universe is out to get you. It is just simply because this is the next step of unraveling, unfolding, and helping you to grow into more of your beautiful conscious self, your beautiful whole self. And sometimes experiences happen, or sometimes things happen, and they are not necessarily preferred. And I know for myself, I can truly attest and relate to this card, as many of the things that have occurred, especially for me in the last 5 years, have really had me questioning, what the heck? What the heck, universe? What the heck? What the heck? But as I pause and do some reflection, even if it didn't pan out or turn out exactly as I had hoped, I did learn and grow, and I have a much better rounded view of how my soul's evolution is taking shape and how I am learning and growing and being more of service. And I'm still learning and figuring things out, just like we all are. And that's really beautiful, because to stay one way and never grow would be quite boring, quite frankly. And now I want to move into seeing what animals have some guidance for us. Oh, there's our first animal card. So it's power. The grizzly bear. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up. I will succeed. Now that is a direct correlation and pairing in with, the slow climb, with worth the effort. So as you are continuing to put forth that effort, know that you can harness that innate power that you hold, and little by little you will succeed. Just keep going, one little baby step at a time. Be like the grizzly bear. Harness that power, that strength. And remember that love and compassion and kindness are such intricate parts of how we work and how we show up in our day-to-day life. Kindness is something that is so important in everything that we do, and it costs nothing except for just willingness, I suppose, to want to bring it forward. So our next card here is adventure. Ooh, adventure. Who doesn't love that? So we've got the orca whale representing adventure. It's saying, dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Again, we're talking about that power in that card as it's reflected. And this is really about stepping into what it is that your heart is wanting to bring forward, what it is that you've been keeping quiet and hidden, and maybe not wanting to shine that beautiful light that you hold for fear of what other people might think, or how that might change and shift your life, and maybe the people that you might lose along the way. Whatever it is that deeper meaning, that deeper story that is coming forward and is unfolding, that's kind of playing in the background, that is keeping you from really stepping into bringing forward those goals, those heart's desires. Challenge yourself, and trust yourself to really step in and know that you have this innate power to bring forward this beautiful innateness in whatever capacity that looks like for you. And so I feel one more card from here. And, oh, actually, okay, guys, that was 3. So, okay, no, there's still 2. Is there 2 then? Miracles in play. Okay, we'll take those both. So, we've got Miracles, the Hummingbird. So, you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracles of happiness. Oh, that's beautiful. And then we've got the Dolphin, play. I love the dolphins. I don't know about you guys, but when I see dolphins out in the water, there's just such a vitality and a playfulness and a lightheartedness with their energy that comes through that just captures a person's attention, and it just almost like sucks any disheartened, sadness or troubles or just any low vibrational energy from you. It just sucks that from you and just transmutes it almost instantaneously when you are connecting in with the dolphin energy. So this guidance is swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. I love that. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Remember, step into that courageous action. And the rest of it is dive into your wisdom, go with the flow. And that is a direct correlation into, being open to embracing that guidance and that wisdom and that co-creation piece as you work with the universe to bring forward those goals, those heart's desires, and removing the blinders so that you can begin to see all the doors that are opening, all the opportunities that are presenting themselves, and expand out into all the different possibilities of how those can take shape. And so that is a really beautiful, beautiful counsel for us as we step into this month of June. I know we're already into the first week, and so much of this energy is already taking shape and starting to move and shift for us. And it's going to continue to expand out for us over the course of the year as Jupiter, is in the next sign here. So have a little bit of fun this month, feeling into how you can expand and take those beautiful, courageous steps into bringing forward more and more and more of your heart's desires, to be of greater service, to bring forward that kindness, that compassion, that love in all areas of your life. So with that, my beautiful, beautiful friends, I will leave you to have some fun and bring some joy into the rest of your month of June. And I look forward to seeing what the cards have to say for us in July as we continue stepping forward and working with this beautiful expanded energy. So take care, enjoy, and may you have the most blessed, expanded, joyful June.